Right, listen up. We've got breaking news of another mining disaster. Right, this time I do not want the tabloids beating us to it. Get down there quick. Get stories. The more tear-jerking, the better. You know, the kind of thing. Mothers with young children, afraid of them being left fatherless. Men huddled together deep down, slowly starving to death one by one. Off you go, quick!
I am now at the scene of the disaster, and here are the loved ones to tell me their feelings.
I'm so frightened. 5 men I love are deep down below the surface, shackled with chains, in the dark. There's no power and a smell of gas.
How'd you know that?
Oh, this is a dark day for Manchester.
How did it happen?
It was a normal day in the queue. They wouldn't let us in, it was a lockout.
So 5 of our mates forced their way down through the barriers and clambered down the shaft, but found there'd been a power cut and water everywhere and a smell of gas still.
But how'd you find out that?
They sent us a test alert!
One of them lit a cigarette and there was a big explosion and they said they all hid.
And was anyone killed or lose any limbs?
Oh, it was legless, all right. They found the bar.
A crowbar for digging out. Here's someone from the management. So, does this disaster show there hasn't been enough done for health and safety? Have managers been irresponsible?
Look, mate, we bought this building and we're going to make it into a big 7-star hotel, right, just by the station. We're closing it all down. These men have broken in, shouting abusive slogans about us being homophobic, about destroying something called the gay scene, about preserving BLT or something history. Crazed they are, crazed. This is a dark day for Manchester.
Save legends! Save legends! Save the mine shaft! Stop the bankers! Stop the developers!
Oh, but I thought this was a dreadful mining disaster.
You're dead right, we can't lose the mine shaft! Save legends! Defend our bullets! Defend our bugs!
Sit down. What's a lovely young man? Would you like some advice on LGBTQ affairs, community affairs? Pardon me for saying so, but I think you could use some. Now, what's on your mind?
Thought it'd be more men.
No, dear, I don't provide the experience, not in this office. Although you might be interested in our range of marital aids and internet accessories when you've managed to find yourself a partner. We have a much more comprehensive range than Clone Zone, and we do offer a hands-on demonstration service at an extra charge. You should consider it. But back to you. What's the problem?
I think it might be gay.
That's not a problem. That's fabulous. I love gays.
I'm not sure.
Let's look at the pros and cons. On the plus side, gays have such a marvellous sense of style, an innate feeling for what's in and what's out, and they always have tidy houses. On the con side, you'll never eat another potato. Not a chip will pass your lips if the gay life you embrace. No cakes either. And you'll need a six-pack.
Ah, yeah? I don't drink there.
Abs, dear, abs. All gays have defined abs and 0% body fat. You'll have to get that hot job, or you'll not get in the essentials.
It's essentials.
You see, they won't let you in, will they? You don't have to be shy. I'm here to give you advice. Never mind. All you have to do is go to the gym 3 times a day. Just walk down to Valentine's, into H2O for a cool down, if you get me drift. Now let's see what's in the cards. Pick a card. Temperance. We don't want that. All gays take recreational drugs, so you'll have to get up to speed with your substances. Up to speed. Made a joke.
I don't take drugs.
You're not trying hard enough, dear. Being gay doesn't just happen, you know. It takes sacrifices to be fabulous.
I've not really made a decision yet about anything.
Well, take another card. Let's see if we can get better.
There you go.
Oh, the Ace of Wands. A huge first fist holding up a 3-foot club. Or you could see it as a large hairy man with a huge weapon.
Ooh, I like the sound of that.
Hairy bears it is then. The lazy man's way to gain us. Just let yourself go, get yourself down to legends, and bodge your uncle. You're in.
Thank you.
Yeah.
The time is perfect.
Leave her to me. This one's mine.
But she is my type, just to play with.
Who needs play when we have torture?
Okay, but let me start.
Did I leave the extractor fan on? No.
Time to pay back your karma.
Remember, 9th of June, 1983. What you did.
No.
So destructive.
But it wasn't my fault.
So heartless. So thoughtless.
But she deserved it. She deserved it. She was a bitch.
No, no.
She made me do it. She humiliated me in the class.
No,
She was a
no.
foul cow. I didn't realise the paraffin was so powerful. I never meant to burst into flames with it.
No, much worse. What?
I left flowers.
What? No.
At the grave.
It's what you did next that was far worse.
The next day.
Worse than arson and murder.
The next day you went to the church hall.
Did I?
In the polling booth, behind the screen,
Oh,
on your own, with a pencil, on your pencil, 290.
I did! I put a cross in that box!
Pressure, as if the bullets were come off. You gave her another 7 years. Hello, Mum. Yes, I think you ought to get out more. Yeah, you're really too much on your own. Why don't you go to the bridge club again? It would keep your brain cells, it would keep your brain cells active. No, I didn't mean that. No. Yes, I know I live on my own too, ever since my cat walked out on me. But you can't go back to the bridge club. Ever since that man refused to play with you because your son was gay, but he's left now. Look, Mum, I've got to go. I'm running a bath, okay? You'll ring back later, okay? What's that? Sounds like my pussy bones. Where is it? Puss. ring, 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 ring.
Hush, Lord Macbeth. I sense the deadly twins approach.
Your nose is sharp, my lady Macbeth.
Not as sharp as my wit, my lord.
So sharp you could talk a man out of his birth. But harsh, you come to blunter, ye. Strange paradox, to be so blunt with a tongue fish.
You've cut me to the quick.
Thou must have a tender skin, my lord, to cut so easily.
If I had a hide as tough as yours, Lady Thank You, I would regret it deeply.
Better than a tender brain fit only for the morning broth.
What is your point, my lady?
A pointed question indeed.
How are things in Sparta?
Hard, man. Exceeding hard. We must away, the spirits call.
You weak and silly man, not to see my ardour for Lady Macbeth. Come, my lady, let me escort you in.
Sit down. Thank you for coming to consult Mystic Marley and her tantric tarot. I see you've been doing a lot of gardening. I'm glad you didn't take the trouble to get changed.
I think I might be a lesbian.
Oh dear. I know you're a lesbian, dear.
Hey?
I thought as much. It's the lack of sartorial cognizance that gives it away.
Sartorial what?
Dress sense, dear. Bless you for laughing. Dress sense, dear, it goes with the territory. I don't think you're a lesbian. I know you're a lesbian.
How can you know? I'm not sure myself.
Well, let's have a think about it. Have you got any mirrors in your house? You don't use them though, do you? It's for the best.
I didn't come here to be insulted.
My dear girl, Lucy thinking this is advice. Let's run through the pros and cons. On the plus side, lesbians have guaranteed orgasms. They can do it themselves in the context of a loving relationship. You'll need plenty of practice because, on the con side, lesbians develop a deep love for all things IKEA and spend their married life in passionate debate about sofas rather than shagging. We, in the trade, call it lesbian bed death. So on the con side, the bad clothes and questionable hairstyles are some of the drawbacks of being a lesbian. Have you considered role-playing? Are you booked your femme?
I didn't know there was a definite choice to be made.
Oh yes, if you want to look good on the street, you have to dress the part.
Well, how do you know if you bought your fare?
Let's have a look. Take a card, dear. precepts, intuition, wisdom, and secret knowledge. The feminine side of the male personality. Very ambitious. If you'd fallen for me, you should have just said so, dear, instead of going through this charade.
No, I mean, are you a lesbian?
No, I am not. Well, Marlene doesn't have categories. I like to keep myself open to the great diversity of human experience. And I've tried a few of them out. Would you like to take another card? Oh, temperance. I had a gay in here earlier, he called that out. Not appropriate for gays, but perfect for a lesbian. Go to vanilla, get a girlfriend, have artificial insemination, choose wallpaper and never go clubbing ever again. And don't forget the cats.
Dear Fairy Godmother, please can you make Claire no school and give me lots of sweets and games and chocolate and add to it to Disneyland. If you do, I promise I'll be good.
Oh. This isn't part of the show.
Are you my Fairy Godmother?
Oh no. Who'd want that? I'm the devil godfather.
Okay, what can you do?
What would you like him to do?
I would like a bath that runs chocolate instead of water and lots of sweets.
Sure, I can do that. But don't you want to play a few tricks and pranks? Putting fire caps in your daddy's cigarette case is always a good one.
Sorry I'm late. Just had to rescue the tooth fairy from a sticky situation. Were you the boy that didn't like school?
Mm-hmm.
And who, pray tell, are you?
I'm the fairy godmother. And who are you?
He's really cool.
You see, your service is no longer required, like the National Health Service.
Now, don't listen to him. I can give you fruit to help you think and fun charts to make learning fun so you don't struggle.
Boring.
Now, I can't get rid of school yet, but I can make it really fun. I can give you lots of sweets, a whoopee cushion to put under your teacher's desk, and a special potion that smells of piss to fill up people and make them look like they're wet themselves.
Oh, I can feel that Barry is always winding me up.
You've got to rise above it. Don't let the bullies win.
If you beat the boys, they won't bother you again. Plus, you'll be cool.
I've had quite enough of this. Let me see your license. Have you got ID?
Not that it's any of your business, but yes.
Pass it over then. Hold on a minute. That's not an accredited license from the Department of Magical and Social Affairs. It's just a photo ID saying your name is Rupert Murdoch.
Don't be so surprised. Besides, all you public sector fairies will be out of a job soon. Then my nuts will come in and take over.
I'm bored. Can you have a PlayStation 3?
Yes, you can have a PlayStation 3.
Step away from the boy.
Well, what are you going to do? Sprinkle pixie dust on me?
Precisely.
Oh.
Can you give me a PlayStation 3?
Promise me you'll eat all your vegetables and behave yourself for your parents and your teacher.
I promise.
Very well, but I'll give you something better than a PlayStation 3.
Like the PlayStation 3.
The Nintendo Wii has lots of fun, interactive games that will make learning and exercise fun.
Thank you. I love my Fairy Godmother.
don't cry. The true story of Tina Brandon. Brandon, or Tina, was a young troublemaker with a sexual identity crisis who used to change her appearances to look like a boy in order to romance girlfriends. Although this often got her into trouble before, the girl in this piece would prove to be her last.
Oh, please, bro, don't get mad. One night, I'm gone. They're not gonna let me up, are they?
Tina, how the fuck do I know what they're gonna do? I'm sick of watching you fuck up.
But I'm not fucking up. It's so good down there.
In Fall City, they hang faggots down there. Did you know that?
You've never even been there. Look, see. Isn't she beautiful?
You like white trash.
Oh, I'm gonna ask her to marry me.
Before or after your sex change operation, huh? Before or after you tell her you're a girl?
Shut up. It's different. It's working. No, I'm not gonna fuck up this time.
I hope they do lock you up tomorrow.
I quit.
But what?
My stupid job. I just been thinking and thinking, what am I doing here? And then it came to me, I'll go to Memphis with you.
Memphis?
Yeah, I got it all figured out. I'll make money singing karaoke.
Lana?
And you'll manage me. And if I'm no good, you can sing and I'll manage you. Nothing can go wrong. It's perfect.
Lana, it's a little more complicated than that, you know? Memphis, it's a long way away.
It's 1,327 miles.
Yeah, but I've been thinking. We could just start our own trailer park right here at Fall City.
What? You don't want to go with me?
No, of course I do. That's the point. I'll marry you right now. The thing about the trailer park is we could have picnic tables and musicians playing and barbecues. We can invite all your friends like Candace, Kate, your mom. See, even your bro if you and him don't kill each other first. And best of all, we'd have our very own trailer. Dear Lonnie, I bet you can't guess where I am. That's right, back in jail. Fall City. I'm so tired of fucking up. I'm trying to stay strong, but I don't know if I can face all the mistakes I've made. I'm staying tough. Lana, what are you doing here?
What are you doing here? In the girls' cell?
This place is crazy. It's like, put you wherever they want. I mean, fine by me, I guess.
Brandon, what's going on?
You want the truth, don't you? It sounds a lot more complicated than it is. Do you have any water? My voice is dry. I'm a hermaphrodite.
What?
Come here. It's a person with both girl and boy parts. Brandon's real name is Tina Brandon, and, well, look here. Brandon's not so much of a he, he's more of a she.
Shut up! Look, it's your business. I don't care if you're half monkey or half ape. I'm getting you out of here.
with her tantric tarot. Are you a Q?
No, I'm on my own.
I have got eyes and they do work, just about. No, dear, a Q in this context means questioning. L for lesbian, G for gay, B for bisexual, T for trans person. I don't know why it's T and not a C, because C stands for cross, and it can be cross anything. And Q for questioning. In my experience, the question is, when am I going to get a shag? Have you got a question for the tantric tarot?
I think I'm turning.
We all do at some point, dear.
No, I think I'm turning into a wolf.
Do you? Lovely. Now, just to be clear, this isn't your usual LGBT community advice service, dear, and you are not our usual sort of customer.
I'm gay. I thought I was, it was like for me.
Well, that's all right then. But you see, there's a matter of staying power. At Brace Girdles, we're concerned with tantric matters. Tantric is, I'll just have to read my manual, a form of sexual intercourse in which the orgasm is withheld indefinitely and subsequently becomes unbearable. I can see a few of you have tried it. I used to have a boyfriend who did that. Turned out he had a dodgy prostate. Wolves are into doing quickies, love. Doesn't last long, but they shag the brains out. Are you still interested?
Not sure. It's like a strong woman. I can't have another car.
That'll be your mother's fault. You like the dominatrix, do you? Would you like to take another card?
Yes.
Ah, the lovers. A struggle between two paths. Arthur or Martha. Do you know which one you are, dear? Have I found your problem?
I really don't know.
I think I've found it, haven't I?
Well, I don't know if I am a Twilight or a being human.
Well, it's really down to who's got the best boys in it. Now run along and howl at the moon.
I shall.
Oh, good afternoon, and what do we have here? Oh,
Something interesting about that.
oh, look at this. Why, it's a mobile phone.
It's not just any ordinary mobile phone. If you look at it, it's got what I think could be the first ever text.
Ah, well, it would have to be an Orbital 901 handset from 1992.
Is that to do with satellites?
Well, no, it's to do with Alan Turing, you see, because it predated 2.4 gigahertz microwave quad band, which overlapped with Bluetooth. You see, that came before Greentooth. Sorry, that came before Bluetooth, and is when Mars crossed with Venus.
Again, was that to do with the satellite?
No, nothing to do with satellites. You see, 532 is green nanometers, and 405 is blue. Green is bigger than blue, and blue is smaller. Things have got smaller, haven't they?
Yeah. Well, it is a bit of an old brick.
So what does it say?
Godom and smocks.
Godom and smocks. Well, we all know what that means. Shall we see what the audience think that means? Well, is there anyone in the audience who knows what Godom and smocks means? Any ideas? No, it's not Marks and Spencer's first name. No, it's nothing to do with Lord of the Rings.
Gordon Smokes.
Gordon Smokes? No, not Gordon Smokes. Anyone else? No, you're all wrong. It means go down on me, suck me off. Kiss. Mwah. Oh, no, not here in front of all these people. Quick, behind thy pillars. George Parr, you are permanent secretary at the Department for Education to talk to us about homosexuality in schools.
Well, yes, about politicians trying to stop it.
Stop it? Oh, I see. So in 1988, the Conservative government passed Clause 28 of the Local Government Act that said the local authority shall not promote the teaching in any maintained school of the acceptability of homosexuality as a pretended family relationship?
Yes, that's right. However, the law only applied to local authorities and not to schools. So it didn't stop schools covering homosexuality in school sex classes.
Oh, I see. So the section failed to do what the Tory politicians wanted it to do.
Well, yes, legally, but actually it worked pretty well, because in practice people got confused, and some schools thought it did.
Oh. And then it was repealed by the Labour government in 2003.
Yes.
And later they brought in the Equality Act. And for the first time this stopped services discriminating against lesbian, gay, bisexual and transgender people.
That's right.
So after 2010 a hotel couldn't refuse a gay couple a bed.
No, they couldn't.
So to go back to schools, does this law protect young gay people in schools?
Well, that's complicated.
Complicated? Presumably, if leaflets were given out in the classroom by a religious organisation that said young gays were evil and perverted, that would be illegal.
Well, that's complicated.
Complicated? But surely it's straightforward. If discrimination and harassment are outlawed, then this must be illegal, as it would stir up bullying.
Well, no. Michael Gove, Secretary of State for Education, says that the school curriculum is not covered by this law.
Not covered? But that's a nonsense. How can that be right?
Well, you see, we've inserted a Clause 28 in the funding agreement for new academies and free schools that says that you must ensure that children at the academy are protected from inappropriate teaching materials and learn the nature of marriage and its importance for family life and for bringing up children.
But aren't homophobic materials inappropriate?
Well, that's complicated.
It seems simple to me. They are. Or is it you trying to bring in Clause 28 through the back door?
Oh, good heavens, no. Of course not.
So for academies and free schools, things have not got better at all. You're always on that bloody thing. Why don't you go outside and meet some real people? And don't forget there's prom next week. I bet you haven't got a date yet. What about Mary down the road? She's always liked you.
About what?
Not being exclusive. Chip off the old block, eh? Don't tell your mum what I was the same. Treat 'em mean, keep 'em keen. That's what I say. Good lad. Oh, I see. You want to be on your own with your computer? Well, I'll leave my prize stallion to it.
Dear world, I'm gay. I love men. People. Only 64 notifications! Whoa, let's have a look at this. My wall's full of posts. I'll just read a few. Dazza Desmond.
I always knew you were a batty boy, me.
Craig Johnson.
Classic freight. Puffy Pete loves it on the bum.
Mary Jane Joyce.
Is this true or is it a frame? Just know that no matter what, I'll always love you, babes. Kisses, hugs and loves.
Mike Barnes.
Mary, you're wasting your time with this soft lad here. Better off with a proper lad. I'll show you how it's done.
Phil, Manic Manson.
Poor Pete, shaves his legs and paints his feet with a flip-flop. Goes deep back, give him a lot of bone, he'll lick you like ice cream cone. Yes, Pete, you're a ledge. Who posted this data set? Was it Craig? He's always logging into my account in IT. Lol.
Knock 'em dead, son. Gotta be prom king tonight. Who's gonna be a queen?
Trust me, lad. I've always had a thing for queens.
That's what I like to hear. If you got those whiskey bottles in your pocket, they only check for cans and glass bottles. Got to outsmart the fuckers. Tonight's the night you become a man, lad. Don't want any spiff spoiling it, do you think?
Oh no. See you later, lad.
See ya, son.
I'm never going to see most of you again after tonight at prom. And good riddance. But for your information, no, it wasn't a freak. I'm gay. And if anyone's got a problem with that, they've got a problem with me. And trust me, all those stereotypes, they're bullshit. Because my wrist is anything but fucking limp. All I've done is made it easier for you lot of gossips. You don't know who you are, you just have a fucking singular group identity. But me, I have my own identity, I know who I am. I'm Pete, I'm gay, and I'm out and proud. Got something to say?
Only that you're more of a man than any of these lads could ever be. Than I could ever be. I wish I had the courage to come out like that. I always found you fit. Always knew there was something different about you. But I never dreamed it was this. Want to give those guys something to gossip about? Close your eyes and count to 3.
1, 2, 3.
Welcome. Well, this is a wonderful turnout for the first meeting, isn't it? Really, really super. Shall we just take a moment here and give ourselves a clap? Come on. Well, I'm Sherry. I put the adverts up for the new group. And this really is just an initial get-together to see what we want to explore as a group. Well, as a group of women. So I'm just delighted to be here. I'm Sherry. Oh, sorry, done that. I'm interested in reading forgotten women novelists of Georgia and Cumbria, creative writing, prose poetry as a form of psychodynamic self-exploration, and pottery, urban expression of the communal landscape.
Well, I thought it would be more like a social group. You know, maybe going out to the village for food and drinks. Pub crawls, wine tasting, beer festivals. I mean, that's the kind of thing I'm interested in. You know, talking in a relaxed atmosphere. Getting to know women a bit more intimately. Oh, I'm Joanne. open to see what other people want to explore, and to exploring it with them.
I thought, or should I say I was hoping, that this group will be tackling women's issues in a more deep and meaningful way. I was looking at setting up something that would really help the next generation of women happier and more empowered. Not internalise the language of the oppressor and divert our challenged energy into hobbies and pub crawls. All over the world, our sisters are suffering in terrible regimes at the hand of male tyrants, and we can make a difference. If I can find my line. The fight back begins with one woman saying no, and here today, with you at my side, we begin that fight back. 4 women will roar into the night, and the world will echo to one sound, our collective no.
Well, I feel fucking terrible. I want to die. I'm severely, severely, severely depressed. I don't care about reading or writing or shitting creative this or that, or winemaking or pottery or your trips to the village or your shitting bloody women's rights. I just feel so terrible. I feel like it's the end of the world. I feel I just want to die.
Oh, feelings. We don't do feelings. That's from 4 Emotionals Anonymous. Good afternoon. And what do we have here? It's a rather lovely rubber object. What do you know of its provenance?
Well, my dear granddad just passed away, and we found it in a bag in the loft, amongst some other things.
Other things? Well, if he put it in the loft, he must have thought it was very valuable, but I'm not so sure.
We were a bit mystified by it. It vibrates when you turn that switch, so I wondered if it was some sort of food mixer for cream and things like that.
No, I don't think so.
It's got some writing on it that says wash after use and something like cone zone. So perhaps it was for mixing ice cream.
No, that's Clone Zone, dear, a famous emporium.
Famous, that's wonderful. So that should increase its value then.
Well, actually, I don't want to disappoint you, but these were very common, particularly amongst single men
Yes, my granddad was single.
and lesbians.
Lesbians? My granddad wasn't a lesbian. I don't think.
I really wouldn't bother with this object because they were so common, but if you like, I can take it off your hands and dispose of it for you.
But it's got its name engraved on it. Surely that adds to the value. Look, Bob, B-O-B.
No, dear, that's battery-operated boyfriend.
What? Look, there's 20 others in this bag here. I'll give you the lot. Woo.
What's happening here? Oh my God, what are you doing?
It's a worthless food mixer, quite innocent. No need to panic.
We can't have this on live TV. Cut. We'll take the bag.
blood, oh, twice a day. You can go through.
What film best represents you?
Dracula.
You're one of us.
What year was you born?
Before time began.
Good and ancient, you can go through.
How you like your meat?
Rare, real rare.
Come on in. Oh! What do we have here, Fanny?
Looks like one of us.
I'm a vampire, you know, like Edward. Guess you're Jacob.
What are you purring little bitch?
down,
Oh,
doggy.
I want to grab him by the foot. Ow!
You gotta be professional.
Can't we just play with him? You know?
Calm down.
For a little bit. It'd be nice to get back on that horse.
I don't know much about horses, but my hair's cropped and I can whip something else out too. So we're coming in.
Look, real vampires don't sparkle, so look, fuck off.
What happened to you then?
My girlfriend's cat hates me.
Horse for thought.
What happened to you then?
Never buy a black rug if you've got a black cat.
Doesn't surprise me to hear that. I know black cats are meant to be lucky, but I've always said there's absolutely nothing lucky at all about a black cat.
I expect that was a black cat then.
No, it was a tabby.
You ever thought about buying a dog?
Oh my God! Yeah, what a fantastic idea! That's brilliant! Why on earth didn't I think of that? I can get a nasty, vicious one to put that bloody cat in its place. Something really bloody violent to strike terror into the heart of the tabby. A hellhound. I know. I'll get a corgi.
A corgi? What use will that be? But come to think of it, you never see corgis anymore. I haven't seen one for years. I'm always in the park. And you see all sorts of breeds of dogs, but you never see corgis.
Oh my God, you're right! I never see corgis either!
Well, maybe they're all electricians now.
Corgi's gas. Anyway, it's a gas safety mark now or something. Oh my God, it's her! Making out she's sipping tea at Buckingham Palace. Always saying she's busy with them diplomats and dinners and opening stuff and jubilees and whatnot. Ha! It all makes sense now. It's her! HRH! Sweaty Betty! The bloody Queen! She said the litty corgis have her. She waits till dusk, then slides out to the side door into St James's Park, and she's on the run. Every time you see her on TV, she's got more of the bloody things. Ha! I'm telling you, she's stealing corgis.
Don't be daft.
Maybe you're right. Couldn't be.
No, couldn't be.
No,
Couldn't
couldn't be.
and his goose. It's a tradition. We always meet first-timers there. It's very comfortable, and no one will notice you or recognise you. Listen, I'll carry a guardian. How will I recognise you? Okay, a yellow daffodil. See you in half an hour. It'll be good to meet after all these months. And, well done for being brave and taking the first steps towards coming out. Oh no. Yeah, I'll be at home as soon as I can. Charlie? What's up? I'll need some help. The boiler's bust. Oh, we've got a flooded bathroom. I have to go home. Well, I'm meeting this woman. She's been drinking for a few months, and I promised her I'll meet her. Will you go for me and explain, please?
Of course I will. What's the problem?
She's married. She's got a couple of teenage kids. But she's been in love with her married sister-in-law, and she fell for her when she was younger, and that's why she married her husband. So, to be his sister. Now, the sister-in-law's husband has died, and she's on her own. And her husband is having an affair with his secretary. She thinks she wants to do something about her feelings, but she needs some moral support from us.
What do you want me to do?
Just reassure her, and I'll see her as soon as I can make it again. Make sure you tell her I'm sorry, but this is unavoidable.
Right. What's her name?
Barbara, but I don't think that's her real name.
What does she look like?
I'm not sure, but she says she'll be wearing a yellow daffodil, some Marie Curie thing.
I'll handle it. You trust me. What time?
Now? Well, as soon as you can get there, mate.
Mom? Charlie! Oh, hi. What are you doing here? You read The Guardian? Since when have you been doing that? And what are you doing here? I wouldn't have thought this was your sort of place.
I do some voluntary work on. I haven't said anything because I would have thought you'd really be interested.
Darling, I'm always interested in what you do. What is it? Are you collecting for something? Where's your tin?
No, Mum, it's sort of a befriending role. In fact, I'm meeting someone for one of the guys at the project.
Tell me about the project. Come on, love. I'm proud of you. You've always been the apple of my eye.
I'm going to have to meet this woman. What are you doing here, Mum?
Well, actually, I'm meeting someone too, but it wouldn't be of interest to you. It's not important. Look, I'll buy you a drink. You can introduce me to your woman. Is she nice?
No, Mum. She's a client of the organisation I work for. The guy who's been counselling her has had his boiler blown up or something. He's asked me to meet it for him instead.
Is his name Arthur, the man who's got the blown up boiler?
Yes. How did you know?
And does he work for the LGBT phone line?
He does.
And so do you work for the helpline too?
I do.
Why didn't you tell me? Haven't I always been a good mother to you? I mean, have I ever rejected anything you've ever done? Even when you got those indelible dyes to paint a tiger face on yourself and you had to go to school for a fortnight looking like a giant cat? And when you ordered the funeral flowers for your father's 50th? And what about the time when you got the fire brigade to get the dog out of the pond? Have I?
Mum, why are you wearing that yellow daffodil? And what are you doing here, 10 miles from home? You got to tell me, Barbara.
Hello, darlings. Thank you so much for coming in at such short notice. But I think you'll be thrilled by what I have to tell you. I'm overwhelmed with the sheer genius of the idea. Last night, after our, well, less than successful rehearsal of our ambitious but